There is absolutely no nexus to New York, and there are no credible threats to New York at this time. Out of an abundance of caution, the NYPD has deployed officers from the Critical Response Command and the Strategic Response Group to houses of worship. These officers, who are equipped with heavy weapons, have been deployed to locations throughout the city. In addition, NYPD officers in every precinct throughout the city are visiting sensitive locations to ensure the safety of all New Yorkers. Thousands of officers, many of them active shooter trained, are vigilant and patrolling our city. We want to take this opportunity to remind all New Yorkers that public safety is a shared responsibility, and to remember, if you see something, say something. Anyone who observes suspicious behavior should call 888-NYC-SAFE or dial 911.
That was NYPD Chief of Department Terrence Monahan on Saturday night, announcing that the NYPD immediately stepped up security at houses of worship in response to the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. The NYPD also posted this message on its Twitter account, quote, "We're New Yorkers, we're always on, and we never live in fear. Your highly skilled officers are out there all day, every day, protecting this city so that you can go about your weekend. No matter your faith or religion, the NYPD has your back." The events over the weekend, in addition to last week's attempted bombings, many of which took place here in New York, have put New Yorkers and the NYPD on high alert. So joining us now with what all of that means for you is Nick Casale, retired NYPD detective, first grade, and former deputy director of police and counterterrorism for the MTA. Detective Casale is also an ABC News contributor, and I welcome you to the program.
Good to be here.
So first, I just want to start off with what we've seen in this past week. It's all been domestic terrorism, and I'm wondering, to address this, does the NYPD begin to shift its focus from international foreign terrorism to domestic terrorism?
They're not going to shift their focus or their resources. They're going to combine them. They're going to look at both. You know, there's elements of the department that only investigate terrorism, foreign terrorism, what we call non-traditional terrorism, but there's also domestic terrorism. So they have the apparatus to gather, analyze, and disseminate intelligence on both fronts.
I hate to be the policy wonk on this, but does the city have the money to fund all of this?
You know, I think the NYPD has funding for it, but I don't think there's anybody in New York City that would object if next year the budget they would ask for, let's say, additional money to expand their critical incident response, their strategic response, or their investigative capability, as long as it's judiciously spent.
So we've seen so many different reactions to this horrific shooting in Pittsburgh, and one of the ones that's gotten a lot of attention is Borough President Eric Adams saying that as a former police officer, he plans to carry a registered weapon into houses of worship with him. What's your take on that reaction?
I think that's great, but I think we have to look at that a little closely. Eric and I worked together in the police department many years ago. Eric was a good cop. He still is a good cop, even though we're retired. But you have to look at it like this. We were trained for 20 years, going to the range twice a year, to go to training, tactical training. We know the law. We know when to use a weapon. It's very important. A lot of good people who do have legal weapons want to contribute. But we have to judiciously look at this and say, if they are, first of all, I think it's ridiculous that parishioners or congregants have to go to church carrying a gun. But, MAD didn't work for the Soviets and the Americans, mutually assured destruction. I don't think that it's good to arm all churchgoers. I think it's good to have the proper security, and I think it's very important to rely on your former congregants and parishioners who were police officers.
Well, then that brings in a very important question that I think a lot of us are struggling with right now, and that is, what is it that we can do to help calm down some of the tension that just seems to be permeating throughout the city and the country?
To go about living your life as you normally will. And, I take exception to the NYPD tweet that they put out there. The key is never to bait your adversary. And when you look at who these adversaries are. They're all going to fall into a certain profile. They're sick, demented people. And why should we go around saying, ha ha, your bomb didn't work. Ha ha, you only killed 11 people. We should not bait them. I mean, one news organization, their anchor came on and said, we're going to continue doing it. And you're not going to influence us. Well, we know that to be true. But again, we don't want to bait people. Mm-hmm. We don't want some other nut to go out there and say, look, 59 people were killed in Nevada. I could kill more people. We don't want that.
That, of course, then brings us back to our ongoing debate in this country with guns and who has access to them.
Well, the problem with the current gun issue is that both sides are extremists, and there has to be some level-headed, common-sense approach to guns. The Second Amendment, giving you the absolute right to carry guns, is ridiculous. And on the opposite side, people say there should be no guns. Guns, there has to be a need for a gun, whether it's for business, whether it's you're a collector, you're a sportsman, you're a hunter, and guns must be addressed by need, training, also by the caliber, mechanism of the gun. Nobody should be going out there with assault rifles. Absolutely not.
Unfortunately, that's going to have to be, we leave it, but that is a very, I think, important point, especially to hear it come from you. I want to thank you so much for joining us on the show and giving us some perspective with this difficult story that we're working through.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.